Now, to explain how we got here, we need to do a minor recap. Right when we picked this thing up, obviously, as you can tell, there was some damage. We had our work cut out for us. Oh. Ooh, yeah, if you don't know what that sound is, that's the drive shaft that popped out and the car was unmovable. But we still need to get the car in the shop, so we drove the trailer basically into the shop, dropped the car off. We found what was damaged. We ordered up a bunch of parts from the dealer. We headed out. We got a truck full of parts. This video starts where we have the subframe getting put in, but as you guys are gonna see, that didn't go as planned. Here we are. We have our new shifter linkage. See where it is bent, everything swapped right over. Got the other parts to put the transmission back up. If we look over here, already have ripped apart some of the car. Gonna come underneath, and here's what we're gonna be doing: putting this transmission back up, putting the linkage together, and hopefully it works as it should. And then we'll continue ripping apart everything in the front, replacing this subframe. Got our brackets in, got the shifter linkage in, tightened up some bolts there. That should be good. We pulled out our steering rack. Pretty sure it's broken. Now we're trying to remove our subframe, put on our new one, trying to figure out how to do it without pulling out the whole motor. So we got our new subframe, and now we're gonna drop this one down, hold the motor by that stand, then cut this out, pull this up, and it should all come together very easily. So the subframe unfortunately didn't go in as easy as I thought it was gonna be. It happened to be slightly pushed off to the side. To make sure this car is done right, we would have to pull the motor, which is why the motor was out, and we made sure the frame rails were straight. We have a frame in our shop. Luckily, we didn't need to bring it anywhere. We got our frame straight, everything lined up, the subframe mounted up to the mounting points, and boom, we're back in business. Later than we wanted to, but now is better than never. So we finished the frame, we got the frame straight, it's looking good. We tossed the motor right back in. Pops helped me put it all back in. Bang, interior in. Quarter, getting there. A lot of work still, actually. That's all right. More importantly, motor that we thought wasn't gonna get pulled out is in. Is it completely in? No, but we mocked up. We got our front bumper over there, brand spanking new front bumper. And we got a brand new headlight. We mocked it up. It's all right. Obviously, we're missing a bunch of support to put on, but for now, we're doing all right. We're missing a couple front end parts in this vicinity, which we're gonna change in this video. So I explained to you guys why we had to pull the motor and why my car's sitting on a frame and why it's been 8 months since we've done anything with it. But now that I'm working on it again, we're gonna toss in our radiator, toss in whatever else that we have coming in. Boom. Broken coolant reservoir. Replaced. But pretty sure I needed a few things from it. Oh. I'm trying to remember. ECU box in. I don't know why I didn't unplug everything right away. Pops made that very clear. That wasn't a great idea. Just unplug them all. You'll figure it out. If you are planning on taking it out, you got one tab right there. That one. Got another tab right there. And then for this main actual ECU, you just have to take off these two and then pull up, and then obviously all the wires. But couldn't see this one at first, so had some trouble, but now she's all in there, all set. So toss on the cover, and then we're gonna be tossing on the upper strut brace or whatever you call that thing. Boom. There we go. Cowl in, strut brace in, this seal thing in, ECU full box in. And on top of all that, we got great fitment on the front end.